Wide protest against Aurangzeb and asking for the removal of the tomb took a violent turn in Nagpur yesterday. Several people have been injured, about 50 people injured, causing widespread chaos. In fact, clashes erupted in the city, resulted in arson, vandalism, as well as stone pelting. Let's show you some of these visuals that are on the screens. Look at the aftermath of the protest. So protests against Aurangzeb were going on. Another group came in support that led to the clashes. And look at the aftermath, and this shows you the extent of the damages. Several vehicles, about 25 of them, have been charred completely. And the result of stone pelting, stones you can see lying all around, several vehicles damaged beyond repair. The police officials have also been injured. The police officials were deployed at the spot, but they were clearly outnumbered because the mob was on a rampage. Police officials were injured, and look at the arson, the vehicles being set ablaze, including 2 JCBs. In fact, there are several vehicles, about 25 to 30 of them, that have been completely damaged, and vandalism was clearly seen. In fact, Times Now has accessed exclusive details that the government is looking at whether this is a pre-planned case, because the MOS home has spoken to Times Now and said that the government believes that this could be pre-planned. And look at the stones all around. The police officials are currently at the spot. They're conducting investigations. Security has now been beefed up, but all eyes are going to be on the rioters, on the people who were on the streets. And look at the visuals. If you look at it, the kind of arson that had taken place in Nagpur, which is usually known as a communally peaceful area. It has never seen this kind of violence. What actually led to these clashes? My colleague Arunil Saradekar brings us this report from the spot.
My video journalist Sachin Yeram basically is showing you visuals from the ground. This is basically Chitnis Park near the Mahal area of Nagpur. You can see this is an SUV vehicle which was brutally attacked by the people in the mob. Everything in the vehicle has been broken, and this is one JCB as well, which was basically set ablaze by the miscreants. The impact, the magnitude of the attack can be understood from the fact that the entire JCB is been charred over here. You can see everything is burned over here, and there on this entire road, in fact, there are several such vehicles which were basically torched up by the mob that had basically gathered near the Mahal area. Yes, it was because of a rumor. That is what the Nagpur police officials are telling us. As many as 20 police personnel were injured. One DCP rank officer also sustained serious injuries. UBT Sena particularly has been saying that the kind of protest that was supported by the BJP related to Aurangzeb has led to this kind of a violence, and the speeches that several BJP ministers, particularly Nitesh Rane, was making throughout Maharashtra. But CM Devendra Fadnavis, who also hails from Nagpur, he has requested his fellow Nagpurkars basically to maintain restraint, saying that communal harmony has been a hallmark of this city. A very strategically significant city is Nagpur, the winter capital of Maharashtra, the headquarters of the RSS as well. What basically transpired yesterday at more than 50 places across Maharashtra, the BHP and Bajrang Dal jointly held a protest demanding that the tomb of Aurangzeb should be shifted or relocated from Maharashtra. Subsequently, in the evening, the protest was held in the afternoon. In the evening, 2 communities basically came face to face. Stone pelting took place. Police tried to intervene and defuse the situation. क्या हुआ था
यहाँ पे जी मार धाड़ हो रही थी, इस वजह से हो रही थी। बस
आप यहाँ पर थे कल जब यहाँ पे ये मारधाड़ हो रही थी?
हाँ जी, मार धाड़ हो रही थी। फिर मैं यहाँ से भाग गया था, फिर कभी पिट जाए। हमने गाड़ी ऐसी लगा दी थी। यहाँ पे पीछे हमारा टावर है।
कौन सी गाड़ी?
ये टाटा सफारी है जी।
टाटा सफारी आपकी है जो टूटी है?
हाँ जी।
और कितने बजे हुआ था ये जो हुआ था?
रात के 6-7 बजे के करीब हुआ था। जब भी हुआ था ये बस
6-7 बजे, और दोनों तरफ से पथराव हो रहा था और गाड़ियां जलाई जा रही थी।
नो तो जी पता नहीं, बस आदमी एकदम से आया आगे को, हम भाग के, पुलिस वालों ने भगा दिया कि यहाँ से चले जाओ।
ऐसा आप जब यहाँ पर थे ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये किसी ने जानबूझकर हिंसा कराया है? कोई ऐसे
हम आए थे दिल्ली से ही आए थे हम डायरेक्ट बस।
अच्छा, आप दिल्ली से आए थे?
हाँ, तो हम टावर का काम कर रहे थे। बस आए थे, आते ही ऐसे लोग आपस में लड़ते रहे थे, तो हम चले गए थे यहाँ से गाड़ी खड़ी करके।
पहले सब कैमरे टूटे, सब कैमरे टूटे, बाद में चुन चुन कर वहाँ तक, उनके घर तक, उनके अंदर तलवार ये वो ये सब दिख रहा है। पूरा वेल प्लान सारा विषय दिख रहा है। मैं अभी सीपी साहब से सुबह में मैंने बात की। ये जो जगह है ये बहुत सेंसिटिव जगह है। यदि शहर में कभी भी कुछ होता है तो पहले 10-20 पुलिस वाले इस चौराहे पे खड़े रहते। वेल प्लान घटना थी। मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से भी अभी बात करूंगा। मैं नागपुर अभी पलटे आया हूँ। माननीय पालक मंत्री विशेष विमान से अभी 9 बजे पहुंच रहे हैं। जिन्होंने ये घटना की उनके सारे फोटो इनके डीवीआर में सब है।
All right, so we showed you the visuals, and in fact on video several people in the mob can also be seen walking with their faces completely covered. This has led to the police officials looking at whether this is a pre-planned case or not. And we are playing out these videos for you as well, which shows the mob completely creating havoc in Nagpur. In fact, Aranil gets us another report on the angles that the police officials are looking at. Take a look.
At present, I'm in Chitnis Park, where violence broke out massively between two communities. Behind me, you can see how a JCB crane was also torched up. Another vehicle was also brutally attacked, mercilessly attacked by the mob that had gathered here. Yeah, this is a narrow lane. A huge mob, a massive mob, tried to enter this lane and basically disrupt the residents at this Chitnis Park as well. We'll try and speak to the eyewitnesses, the locals as well. The visuals basically were horrific. How the mob tried to enter this narrow lane and in a way tried to attack the residents as well. आप बताइए कि किस तरीके से यहाँ पे जमाव जो आया अंदर और कैसे आपको अटैक करने की कोशिश की, क्या यहाँ पर कितनी भयानक ऐसी परिस्थिति?
देखो, हम ये हुआ 2:30 बजे से माहौल हुआ, आंदोलन वहाँ पे लाठीचार्ज हुआ। हमारे को मालूम नहीं था। हम जब बाहर गए तो मेरे को पता चला वहाँ पुलिस लोग है। फिर बाद में 7:30 बजे हम वहाँ खड़े थे। वहाँ खड़े थे, पूरा माहौल है ने पूरा शटर बंद कर दिया। जो मावड़ियन लोग थे ना, उनका शटर बंद कर दिया उन्होंने, और गाड़ियाँ उड़े अंदर में डाल दिया सब कुछ, और पूरी लाइट बंद कर दिए। फिर वहाँ से हम देखे तो वहाँ लाठीचार्ज चालू हो गया। लाठीचार्ज हुआ, दगड़ फेंक चालू हो गई। फिर हम दौड़ते घर में आ गए, लॉक कर दिए।
आपके घरों पे भी अटैक किया गया?
अटैक नहीं, यहाँ से लोग दौड़ रहे थे। कुछ हमारा ये कार की फूटेंगी ऐसा मेरे को डर था, लेकिन भगवान ने ऊपर से नहीं हुआ कुछ भी, गाड़ी को कुछ नहीं हुआ।
पुलिस को अटैक करते वक्त आपने लोगों को देखा पुलिस पे पथराव?
हाँ, यहाँ से पथराव देखे हमने, और पुलिस लोग दौड़ते आए। 10-12 पुलिस लोग इधर में लोग भागे, उनके पीछे पुलिस लोग भागे।
और गाड़ियाँ भी जलाई गई थी यहाँ पे?
गाड़ियाँ वो जल गई। ये गाड़ी को तोड़ ताड़ कर दिया, मारा था थोड़ा।
हजारों लोग होंगे? लाइक नहीं,
300-400 लोग,
300-400
लोग यहाँ से भागते थे और जाते थे और आते थे, जाते थे और आते थे। और दगड़ फेंक, वहाँ पे पूरे दगड़ थे ना, वो पूरे फोड़ फाड़ करके उन्होंने पुलिस के ऊपर मारे।
Okay, so this is basically a narrow lane in Chitnis Park near Mahal area where the violence basically had started. And you can see we've spoken to the residents as well, eyewitnesses who have been speaking about the horrific incident, how the mob tried to attack their houses. Their vehicles were also attacked by the angry mob which had gathered here in Nagpur near the Mahal area.
यहाँ 9:30 से 10:30 के बीच में कम से कम 200 से 300 लोगों की यानी आए। यहाँ जमघट हुआ, तैयार हुआ। जमघट होने के बाद में ये गाड़ियों को खींचने में आई इधर में, और यहाँ कार सामने खड़ी थी। मेरा रामनवमी पोद्दारेश्वर राम मंदिर की झांकियों का, मेरा डेकोरेशन का पूरा माल खड़ा था यहाँ। तो उन्होंने सब निकाल के मेरी बाइक, मेरे भाइयों की बाइक, इन्होंने सब रोड पे लाके या जलाए, और जलाने के बाद में ये गलियों से भाग गए। तब तक का पुलिस कम से कम आधा घंटा, पौन घंटा ये चलते रहा प्रोग्राम।
So we've spoken about what happened. Aranil spoke to several of these eyewitnesses as well, and these eyewitness accounts are going to be very, very crucial. And the visuals that we put out for you show the huge gathering, 300 to 400 people who gathered together, led to these clashes. Arson, stone pelting, all of it taking place. The police officials clearly outnumbered, that led to this widespread violence. Aranil is live with us. Aranil, we saw your ground reports. You've spoken to a lot of eyewitnesses who also spoke about how there were 300 to 400 people who gathered there, and there was stone pelting, arson. These eyewitness accounts are going to be very, very crucial. What have the police officials gathered so far? Because you also spoke to the MOS home, who said that the government is looking at whether this entire attack was pre-planned.
Well, certainly yes, Pratibha. In fact, the CCTV visuals are extremely crucial piece of evidences, cogent evidences in the entire investigation that the Nagpur police is doing. Because if you look at the CCTV visuals closely, the people in the mob, they are wearing masks. They basically are not showing their face. So was it a pre-planned kind of a foul play being initiated by somebody? The MOS home, Yogesh Kadam, confirms that. They say that they are looking at it from that perspective as well. All the CCTV visuals will be studied thoroughly, are being studied thoroughly. Now I am showing you these ground visuals. Now this is basically, these are the stones that were pelted on a vehicle that was parked here, an SUV vehicle. Now this is a tear gas that was used by the cops to diffuse the situation. The cops basically tried to intervene and tried to diffuse the situation between two communities. How stone pelting took place between two communities. Locals also say more than 300 to 400 people gathered at one place, creating a tension situation. Cops tried to diffuse, cops tried to do lathi charge, cops basically were brutally attacked by the mob as well. As many as more than 20 of these police personnel have suffered injuries. One DCP rank officer has also been injured and he's admitted in the local hospital. The entire area has been cordoned off now. You can see heavy police deployment in the entire, on this road from Mahal to Chitnis Park, where violence basically broke out yesterday. If you look at the sequence of events as well, Pratibha, on this road, which my video journalist is showing you, there is a statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, where basically the protest by VHP and Bajrang Dal was held in the afternoon. Subsequently, a rumor basically broke out, and because of the rumor, two communities basically came face to face, and an attack happened between those two communities. Stone pelting took place, cops intervened, cops were attacked, vehicles were torched up, and basically the situation spiraled out of control, and later on more police deployment had to be brought in to basically get normalcy back on track in the city of Nagpur. A highly sensitive, significantly sensitive city is Nagpur, because it has the RSS headquarters. The CM of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, is also from Nagpur, and relatively communal harmony has been witnessed in Nagpur. This is one of such incidents wherein two communities have broken into a clash, and now all efforts have been made by the administration to find out who the miscreants were. More than 20 people already have been detained by the Nagpur police, and they are trying to find out what exactly may have been the motive to basically create this kind of a situation which communally flared up.
Okay, all right. Arunil, stay with us. In fact, you mentioned why Nagpur is significant and the fact that violence has broken out